Morning everyone. This is the first video in a series documenting the building of a teardrop trailer. I'm building this trailer essentially from scratch to tow across the United States on the longest continuous highway in the country, that is US Route 20. Now the base of that trailer is going to be built on a frame that's original to a 1950 ALJOA canned ham trailer. And I'll show you the frame here. I bought the frame recently. The previous owner had stripped it down, which I was disappointed to say the least. But anyways, it's going to serve as a good canvas. I've actually already started cutting it down to the size that I need. The original trailer was built out over the wheels and had wheel wells. This trailer I'm going to build in between the wheels, and it's going to have fenders instead, so I was able to narrow the frame down a little bit. My first major modification, though, is I'm going to be adding some supports lengthwise across the trailer, and this is going to be the first time I've ever used a welder, so that'll be interesting. I'll make sure that I document that for you. But anyways, we'll give you a peek at the trailer. Here's the frame, and so you can see how I've cut all of the cross members short to keep everything the same length between the wheels, except for that last part. I left it built out like that so that I'd have a place to mount the license plate and the tail lights. Now you can see here's the Chicago Electric welder. This is the Harbor Freight Special. Many of you may know or recognize. It's actually been sitting in the garage here for quite some time, and it's never gotten any use. So we're going to do a little visit to the University of YouTube to figure out exactly what I need to do. And I probably won't show you any of that, but you'll definitely get to see the results. So wish me luck. Okay guys, just a little bit of the setup process. Found a great YouTube video showing how to set up this very machine. I've loaded the spool of the wire in, and right now I'm just feeding the wire to the end of the nozzle here. So wait for it to come out. There it is. So we're all set up. So you can see the frame that I'm working with here to begin with. It's an existing frame, like I said, from a 1950 ALJOA canned ham style tow behind trailer. I'm making a few modifications. So like I said, I've cut down to narrow the width, and I'm also adding these cross members, as you can see, that angle iron that I have laid on top to support the floor. I'm not going to be building a wood frame floor, so these will support the sheet of plywood that I lay down on top of them. I've got a repair to make here where the existing frame's broken, and I'll be cutting these pieces to length to fit in between. Got my handy dandy die grinder here with a nice new wheel. So it's time to get cutting. Well guys, I thought you might want to see the first weld I ever made in my whole life. Are you ready for this? Yeah, there it is. I never said it was pretty. That's with my Chicago Electric Flux 125 welder. And that is my first weld ever. So everybody, there's my first weld, all cleaned up. There's my second weld, all cleaned up. Now, like I said, I'm just doing this to reinforce, so you know, the best I can do is the best it's going to get. Because it's plenty strong enough as it is. I'm just doing this for the added peace of mind. But I've got 2 more pieces to go here. I'm not going to show you those, but I'll give you a quick recap when it's all done. So I'll see you soon. Okay, I know I said I wouldn't take you out till I was done, but I wanted to show off these 2, which came out infinitely better than my first 2. Okay, I'll put you away. So as promised, here is the finished trailer. I've got all of my welds done. This front bar here is basically to extend the front of the trailer forward. That's going to make it a full 8 feet long. And the extensions off the side are to make it a full 4 feet wide. Okay guys, so real quick wrap up here. Here I am, about 6 hours later. Went through 3 grinding wheels. I don't know how much wire. 2 of my welds actually broke the original ones when I strength tested them by jumping on them, so I re-welded those way better than before. They're nice and strong now. Shouldn't have any issues. So now that the framework is done, I'm going to move on. You'll see the next steps in the next video coming up. And in the meantime, I've got to clean up. So, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.